Venus, the veiled planet. Venus, choked in smog, a crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Venus, shaped by volcanoes. Venus, where day and night it's always 480 degrees Celsius, yet no sun ever penetrates these poisonous skies. Venus is a puzzle. It rotates just once in 243 days, yet clouds race around the planet in 4. And with a diameter of more than 12,000 kilometers, Venus is almost the size of Earth, but few twins are so different. Once, Venus may have been like Earth, with oceans, continents, and clear blue skies. So what befell this unhappy world? What clouded its face? And why does it rotate backwards? From Earth, Venus is by far the brightest planet in the night sky, and like its elusive companion Mercury, best observed immediately after sunset and just before dawn. Neither climbs far above the horizon. It's the effect of their position between the Earth and the Sun. Mercury races around the Sun. Venus, farther out, takes longer, 225 days. It orbits at 108 million kilometers from the Sun. And occasionally, Venus crosses the face of the Sun. In 1769, the explorer Captain James Cook observes a transit of Venus that initiates the modern measurement of the universe. His observations from the Pacific are set against measurements taken elsewhere. By simple trigonometry, the latitude differential reveals the distance between Earth and the Sun. The unveiling of Venus begins with radar. It is the early 1960s and signals are bounced right through the Venusian clouds. Astronomers have their first image of the surface, and with it, the discovery that Venus rotates backwards. In 1966, and the Soviet Union starts sending landers through the clouds, the Venera missions. They detect an atmosphere 90 times denser than Earth's. Several craft are crushed. But a soft lander grabs these pictures. These are fractured slabs of lava. It seems Venus is massively volcanic. The images are beamed to Earth moments before the cameras frazzle. For machines don't survive here, much less human beings. If we ever reached the surface, we'd be instantly crushed. And to add to the horror, the upper clouds are bathed in sulfuric acid. Some Venera landing sites on this radar map. It shows a planet of plains, but few uplands. By contrast, our highlands on Earth form 7 continents. Venus has only 2. In 1990, Venus rendered on computer. Heights are exaggerated and color guessed at, but otherwise the features are accurate. They're scanned by Magellan from orbit with radar for imaging and altimeter for heights. Three impact craters, rare on Venus because only the biggest space rocks make it to the surface. The rest vaporize in the super-dense atmosphere. Strip by strip, image by image, Magellan profiles the planet. Volcanoes with radiating lava flows. The Cleopatra crater, its rim breached by lava. Everywhere evidence of volcanic activity. Magellan confirms Venus as the most volcanic planet in the solar system. Volcanoes have belched here for possibly billions of years. No one knows why. And eruptions may still occur, their sulfur adding to the toxic atmosphere. Lava relays the surface time and time again. Many parts only solidify within the past $500 million years. And despite the volcanoes, Venus is remarkably flat, like an ocean bed smoothed by the motion of currents. Here the Venusian winds have carried ash from a volcanic dome. These upwellings of lava seem squashed by the sheer weight of the atmosphere. Pancakes in a barrel of syrup. Overhead, the radar mission fulfilled, Magellan moves in for a new task, gravity mapping. It wobbles in its orbit because different densities of rock exert different gravitational pulls. In this way, Magellan analyzes the structure and composition of the subsurface. Deeper inside, Venus is rather like Earth, same density, same crust, same mantle, same core. The core is solid, probably a mix of nickel and iron, but unlike Earth, there's no molten outer core, and as a result, the Venus of today has little or no magnetic field. October 1994, Magellan's career is over. It plunges kamikaze-like through the Venusian clouds. Mars, Earth and Venus mark out the habitable zone of the solar system. Venus, closer to the Sun, is at the zone's inner edge. But did it once have water, oceans and continents? Billions of years ago, it may have been this way. One theory is that the Sun, much closer and hotter than on Earth, slowly evaporates the seas. Water vapor fills the upper atmosphere. There it's split by the heat of the Sun. Hydrogen leaks into space. With carbon dioxide released from the oceans, the atmosphere thickens, heat can't escape. There's a runaway greenhouse effect. Venus is trapped in a giant pressure cooker. "150 million kilometers from the Sun is a beautiful blue world. This heavenly sapphire is our home, third planet from the Sun, the first with a moon.